What's going on, YouTube land? So I went ahead and did it. I pulled the trigger on something big. I got rid of my old boat and got a brand new 2021 Z18 Pro Nitro. It is phenomenal. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so what we'll do is we'll start in the back and work our way forward. I'm going to go over basically all the pros of the boat, obviously, at least the pros that really stand out to me, the cons, and just, you know, pretty much all the upgrades and all that kind of stuff of what doesn't come with the boat and what I upgraded, and then a couple upgrades that I missed that I should have probably put in here, and then there's actually a couple of upgrades that the factory missed and they were supposed to give to me. So let's go ahead and check it out from the back and go to the front. All right guys, so we'll go ahead and start off right on the back. Obviously we'll start with the motor. It is a 175. I upgraded to from the 150. That's all you can get on this boat. You can't go any higher than that. Gets me about 62, 63 miles an hour. It's plenty fast on the water. You know, you're keeping up with everybody else, which is real nice. As we kind of work our way in the back here, we get into this splash well here, which is real nice. It's nice and deep. The boat stops on a frickin', you know, on a dime, and then the splash well can take in all that water. I haven't had any water come over the onto the carpet unless I'm doing something funky and I'm, you know, turning the boat real quick or something like that. I've been, you know, a goober out there before. One other thing about the motor is I do have it on a manual 6-inch jack plate. I don't know if we can see that. There you go. The boat is a little scummy. I've gone out to the Delta a couple times, so, you know, I try to clean it as best I can on short notice. That's another, you know, upgrade I would have gone with. I should have gone with is the hydraulic jack plate. Manual, you got to kind of figure it all out, you know, put your motor where you want it and all that stuff before getting in the water and all that. It's not the biggest deal in the world. They come stock pretty well, but anyways, yep, that's what I would have done. Anyways, to move forward here, it's where your batteries are. I got a 3-bank charger that is in there, as you can see. Pretty nice. All you got to do is plug it in and play. You got your circuit breakers, main battery for everything besides the trolling motor. 2 trolling motor batteries right there. It's real nice. Got a first aid kit. You know, if you need to, you could put a bunch of stuff in here. The stuff that's you know, by law you have to have on the boat, flags, things like that. Whistle, whatever. Just kind of store it back there. We'll move forward over to compartment number 1, which, you know, real nice. You can actually, there's actually a net here too behind the seat. It's a net holder. That's real cool. Compartment number 1 here. Got my bibs, extra shirts, beanies, things like that. Oh, this is one thing I wanted to go over too. I bought this recently instead of having the fork. This thing's called Moto Stop. A little expensive. I think it was like 150 bucks for it, but saves you so much time. It's a lot more sturdy. It actually holds that outboard really well. Just kind of slide it down on the hydraulic pins there, and yeah, it just slides right on. I'll show you in a, you know, in a video or something like that. You'll see it on the next time I go fishing. But yeah, it's a lot better than the fork. Anyways, these compartments, they come out, which are nice. I think pretty sure, and I don't want to get in trouble saying it, I'm pretty sure Nitro patented that, where the compartments are actually removable. So if you wanted to even stick more stuff underneath the boat, you can. That closes there. Obviously, compartment number 2, you know, got the weigh bag, got some tools, got some boat cleaner, extra prop, all that kind of stuff. If you want to, you can just fill that up with tackle if you needed to. Pretty nice. So get us over to the Livewell. I think this is pretty scummy, guys, so sorry if it is. But it's one big tank. It does have a divider in there. I've kept nice big fish in here. The other day I had about 15 pounds of fish, which is pretty good for this time of year in the Delta, in here. So that was pretty nice. Comes with one valve there. So yeah, that's nice. And then this thing here, this guy, is the center between the 2 seats. That's actually your gas tank right there. All right, so can't really store anything, but what's real nice about having the gas tank right there is the fact that the gas is now centered to your boat and not all the way in the back. You can get up a lot quicker in the water and all that, with all that weight not being back there. It's now center of the boat, which is real nice. A couple grabber bars by the seats. This one here as well. Moving forward, this thing's pretty nice. It's got 7 cup holders in here. Passenger, driver, obviously. You have the front one, passenger one on this side. This boat's real nice when it comes down to the co-angular stuff. Another thing that maybe I should have probably thought about maybe doing is upgrading to a second console that is removable. That's what these are. You can actually remove these, the second console. Just because of storage reasons. No glove box on this boat. Doesn't come with one. I think I could have upgraded again to you know, having a glove box somewhere put in this boat. I'm not sure where they would have put it, but besides that, this has a 6 bank holder for coes. They can stick their rods in there and it flows up there, and it's got a Velcro strap that can flow on there, which is real nice. Obviously you can fit more than 6 laying right here, but you know, if you're just knowing what you're doing and you only have 6 rods with you or something like that, or less, that comes in handy. All right, the captain's chair. Okay, so first things first is we'll go right to left, which is weird. We got ourselves a horn. We got our bilge pump. We got ourselves our Livewell, which has a recirculating on a timer, and then you can just turn it on if you wanted to run it all day on one of those hot days. And then what's cool is there's actually an aerator on here as well. that kind of keeps the water just kind of, you know, give it some oxygen and all that kind of stuff. Moving over, we got our, obviously our key start, our dimmer switch, navigation for our lights, and then our power, which if we want to run any of that stuff, basically any of this stuff, we want that on. Humminbird Helix 7. These things are just awesome. So been really good for me. I think I ran Garmin before this, and these Humminbirds are nice. You know, got all your gauges and all that stuff. And would you know it, they all work for now. Boat gauges typically are the first things that go out. I did upgrade to a hot foot, which is real cool. I'm gonna get in there, and all you got to do is pretty much engage the motor whichever direction you want to go, and then the hot foot rock and rolls. You can flutter it and keep both hands on the wheel, which is always safe. Another thing I would have upgraded to is, instead of keeping the trim down here on my lever here, I would have put a trim almost like a blinker gauge here. So that way, as you're driving, you can keep your hand on the wheel, kind of drive here, and then you can just kind of keep the trim up and down right there. But besides that, yep. So let's move forward over here. The ice box, your cooler, comes with a trash can. This is kind of what I've been using as a glove box, to be honest, but you know, is what it is for right now until I figure it out. But big old cooler, holds ice really well. In those hot days, it held it like all day long. I was able to actually save a lot of ice for the next trip. So that's really cool. Removable trash can, toss stuff away. There you go. Plier holders, and then we get on to the captain's seat. Move forward over here. So anyway, so we have a nice big storage for tackle. Don't want to give you any secrets, but yeah, lots of storage, as you can see. So I did put in the dividers. I took one of them out to make room, but they are pretty cool. I just have too much stuff. Moving over here on the left hand side are where my rods are. I have a couple rods in there that aren't mine. This one in here is my dad's. Went on a camping trip recently. This one's my wife's, this white one. There's probably 16 rods in here, and I could probably, if I really needed to, fit 16 more. Fits well over 8 feet in there. I think it fits 8.2, something like that. So you got plenty of room. You're good to go. Then on the other side is another rod locker. I use this primarily, I got to organize it a little bit, but I use it as you know, light vests and stuff like that. A couple other, you know, things I don't really use, stuff like that, you know, a lot of hair jigs, things like that. Extra crankbaits just kind of sitting in there. Light bar, which has a little hookup, which is nice. So if I want to, I can put the light bar in there. I do have a locker bar too, which is an upgrade. And as you can see, you got that, and that runs clear across to that guy there, and it comes with an alarm lock. So just in case, you know, you're fishing some crazy stuff and some cranker wants to get into your boat, it's not happening. So, all right, moving forward to the meat and potatoes. Got a Helix 7 and a Helix 7 in the on the driver as well. Humminbird. These things are sweet. They are just, you know, everything you really need. Obviously, you can upgrade, get bigger. There's plenty of room for bigger screens and stuff like that. I don't really need it right now. I wouldn't mind getting something else up there. Just, you know, just staying hummingbird, but maybe something bigger, maybe something else beside it. This Minn Kota is just phenomenal. I love it. It's got iPilot. I can actually download an app to control it by my phone if I wanted to, which is really cool. Drop it into the lake, that kind of thing, and bring it back to you. I don't think I would trust that for a second. But, you know, if I had to, or if I made a mistake or something, and I don't know why I had the trolling motor down too. Pretty cool. So it is an Ultrex. It's got spot lock on there. It's got all kinds of stuff. It's pretty sweet. Sorry, it's a little grimy, a little dusty. Again, I went out to the Delta a few times in this thing so far. Probably, you know, probably 20 times so far, just kind of messing with stuff. So anyways, yeah, so that's it. You know, that's the boat there. And let's talk about it. Let's see what we got to say. All right, so there were actually 2 upgrades as well that I got, that I purchased, that the factory looked over or something like that. I don't know. Boo-boos happen. It is what it is. You know, COVID's going on, so it is what it is. The trailer is supposed to have a brake system on it, and it didn't come with a brake trailer, so they gotta send that out. That takes a long time. It could take 12 weeks or something like that for that. Right now, at least during COVID, I don't know if it's normal or not. And then also a driver's side cleat to tie off on a dock. So wasn't really happy about all that, but it is what it is. So if you guys can take this as a learning experience like I did, don't be shy to contact the factory or contact whoever you're buying this boat from and all that kind of stuff. I did buy mine from Bass Pro Shops. I think Bass Pro is great. It's just, you know, somebody wasn't looking over something, and it is what it is. But you know, make sure you're calling and saying, hey, before that thing takes off, I just want to make sure that, you know, you guys are doing everything that's on my list and all of that. So yeah, a couple things that I should have gotten. I should have gotten the hydraulic jack plate instead of the manual one. I should have gotten the trim on the side of the driver's side. I should have gotten a little bit more storage somewhere. I think there must have been some sort of thing I looked over and I just didn't think I needed it or something. I really didn't want a passenger console, but that's kind of the way I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be open. I never wanted to deal with it. Plus a passenger console was like a $1,400 upgrade or more. And it's just like, didn't want it, didn't need it. But unfortunately that comes with the glove box. So I'm sure there was some upgrade that I just missed that I didn't think I needed, but get that if you're going to get Nitro at least. The boat is extremely wide. Let me go ahead and show you. So one thing I really dig about this boat is how freaking wide it is. I'm a bigger guy. So my last boat was not nearly as wide as this. There's probably, you know, 2 feet of difference here almost. Probably not that extreme, but, you know, at least a foot and some change of difference in the front deck. So it makes the world of difference. It's long enough to run rods all the way down, which is really nice. So yeah, you know, there you go. So there you have it. That thing is just everything I need, everything I've wanted. I mean, all the way from the horsepower of the Mercury in the back, all the way forward to the spot lock on the trolling motor. I am blessed to have it, love it, gotta have it. I don't know how I live without it, don't know how you fish without some of this stuff until you have it. And if I were to go backwards, it wouldn't be that fun for me to fish. hot foot, power steering, everything is just, it's just phenomenal. The amount of storage, you guys saw the rod storage. It's just you know, it's way more of a boat than I really need, but it's something that, you know, is just phenomenal, and I love it. So thanks for watching again, guys, and the next video will be me fishing on the water. All right, thanks, bye.